Hey guys, sadctheclown here, and today I've got a quick basic tutorial on making hedges for miniature wargaming. I've been looking around on the internet and have found a bunch of great sort of tutorials. A lot of them are blogs. So I've kind of grabbed all the things that I thought were the greatest ideas, put them together, and I thought I'd just turn them into a quick video. Like I said, these are simple, easy to make, and super cheap. That's the key part, so here we go, check it out. Okay, starting with a basic kitchen scourer, you want to mark the center point on two of the ends. These scourers I bought in like a pack of 5, dirt cheap from the supermarket. Using the 2 points you've just made, slice it straight down the middle. Depending on scale, this is where you can actually make it a different size, but I found for the 28mm figures, this is perfect. Fold each piece straight down the middle and apply pressure obviously just to mark the line so you can see where the center is. Using a hot glue gun, apply a generous amount of glue to one of the inner sides. Close it up and give it a squeeze. Try and keep it as flush as possible just because you want it to sit on the base. Straight, and I found putting them under a bit of weight would hold them nicely, and I was doing a lot, but hold them nicely so they would dry like so. Should look something like this. Take your pop sticks, these are short ones unfortunately, but I do normally use a full one, and cut your scourer down to size. You don't want it to hang over. If anything, it can be a little bit short, but preferably you want it to be the same. Using the hot glue gun again, apply some glue onto what I'd call the raw side, I guess, of the scourer, and then glue it down the center of the pop stick. These are oversized pop sticks, as you can see. I don't know what they call them, tongue sticks or something, I noticed on the internet. Now take a knife, and what you want to do is just cut some random pieces out of the top. You just want it to look a bit more natural and not so uniform, I guess. Now using a wire brush, you want to go over the whole thing and rough it up. This was hard to do in front of the camera, so I do a little bit here and then take it off screen, but it's going to look really fluffy. Don't worry about that. In an upcoming step that will change, but you want to fluff up all the sides. Now using whatever base you want, I've just got beach sand here that I've collected. You want to apply some PVA wood glue around the base of the whole thing. This can be rough, it doesn't look too bad, it gives it a bit of a look that mud's sort of flicked up onto the plant. Trying to do this with one hand in front of the camera. Yeah, I was probably a little bit too rough in this, but that's fine. Dip it into the sand, make sure you cover all the base, and just pretty well get sand on all the parts you've put glue on. Next you want to take some water-based wood stain. I've gone with walnut brown, but any brown's fine. Cheap brush and give it a generous coat. You want to lather this thing up. What this does, sticks all the fluffiness down, which I said was going to happen before, gives it a sweet texture, covers your whole thing in a brown so you've got your undercoat, and when it dries it sort of seals it all off. Here's one I actually prepared earlier, just for the video's sake. I wanted to do it in a day, but it should dry something like this. Taking just super cheap acrylic paint is all I use. That's just a green and a yellow. You want to cover the whole hedge itself in a green. I apologise, it's kind of hard in the video to hold this, but you get the idea. For the video's sake, I've just painted half of it, but cover the whole thing in a green. Then you're using the yellow. You're kind of using it like a dry brush, but even though it's wet, applying it to the top half of the hedge kind of gives it a bit of depth and a bit of light. You could do this properly, wait for it to dry and dry brush it properly, but again, it's all about quick and easy. So that's it. Like I said, these are super easy. You could go in and flock the base, you could put more dry brushing, better painting, but I've just been trying to make a bulk of them because, as you can see, I've had these bad boys on a production line making a bunch of them. But I think if you wanted to put in more effort, you could make them way cooler. But I've just done them on the basic. These ones are suited to 28mm bolt action, so 28mm figures, and that's about the height that you get. You can be a little bit more creative. I've got a few like this where it looks like, say, like a tank or something is driven through, and there's no limit on size. I've made a few little ones. Yeah, easy as. Simple tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. I've been Sadctheclown, and I'll catch you all later.